Hey, what's going on, everybody? Matt Rooney back here with another college football preseason pick. Going to talk about the Clemson Tigers today. They had a bad, I guess, quote unquote, bad year for that program, down year, going 9-3 in 2021-22. Wasn't what they were expecting, not what the standard has been set for that Clemson program, at least in the last recent years has been. I think this year we see a bounce back from them. Their over-under is set at 10.5 wins, with the over coming in at plus 105. I really, really like that value. Look, you had a team last year that, everything from an offensive standpoint that could go wrong, that could be as bad as it was, and they still won 9 games. They were still a competitive team. I think this year in the ACC, that's going to be probably a worse conference than it was last year, with Pitt likely taking a step back. Miami's going to be a little bit better, but Clemson gets them at home. I really think this is a year that Clemson kind of gets themselves back to that college football playoff discussion, back to the national, top prominent team in the country, one of them at least. Schedule lines up for them nicely this year. They get NC State at home, I believe. They get Miami at home. One of the tougher games on their schedule was going to be at Wake Forest early, but unfortunately Sam Hartman having some health issues, so he's probably not going to be playing in that game. So Clemson, from win-loss standpoint, probably catches a little bit of a break there. Obviously, I hope Sam Hartman's okay. I hope we see him in that game, but right now you kind of can't bank on it. And if that's the case, then Clemson's probably a pretty big favorite there. I just see them kind of running the gauntlet in the ACC this year. They do have to go to Notre Dame towards the end of the season. They didn't win that one last time. That one's probably your biggest coin flip. And I think the rest of the way, they do kind of run the table. I don't really see another team in the ACC that's really on the same level with them or even close to it. The defense is going to be one of the best we've seen in quite some time. It's not going to be last year's Georgia good, but it's going to be really, really good. They're going to be really tough to score points on. And really, that offense, if they just take a little bit of a step forward, if DJ is a little bit better, if Will Shipley takes another step forward and kind of towards being an elite running back in college football, it's hard for me to see this team being anything less than 11-1 with how down the ACC is. So I really like Clemson. That offense take just a little step forward, be mediocre this year from the bad that they were last year. The defense be really good, and I think that team cruises to an 11-1, maybe even 12-0 record again this year. So to me, Clemson's over 10.5 at that plus money. I love seeing it plus 105. Going to take Clemson.